So here we have the Mini Cooper Countryman on a 65 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. From the outside you'll see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. We'll start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So you'll see as we approach the back of the car that we've got reversing sensors and the biggest boot space in Mini's range, with those 3 independently folding rear seats as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now before I hop in and run through a few controls. But now that I've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. Now this car's got a chili pack and a media pack. I'll explain that further when I jump in the car, but you'll see as part of the extras, above and beyond the chili pack, it's got full leather interior as well. There's plenty to run from the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. In the centre of the steering wheel here, you've got the rev counter and a digital readout for the speedometer. And you'll see the total miles for this car are 24,139. You can change the information that's displayed up there on the trip computer section by pressing the button on the end of the indicator stalk, should you wish to. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side, we've got the stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. And on the right-hand side, we've got cruise control. The phone itself is set up in this screen in the centre here. Now, this is part of the media pack, which I mentioned before we jumped in the car. So you can see that I'm moving through the options there. Everything you do on that screen is controlled using this system down here. So this button or dial, as you twist it, it will go through the various options. You can push it down to select things. You can select menus to the left and right by pushing that stick as well if you wish to. So for example, this car's got satellite navigation. If I push that button down, it'll open up the satellite navigation menu. If I want to access the menu to the left, I just jog that dial over to the left and it'll open that up. And you'll see anything you turn to, it will highlight. So for example, guidance is where you would then input a destination. You can then pair up your phone. Once you've paired up a phone, you can make and receive phone calls as well as streaming music wirelessly via Bluetooth. This car's got DAB digital radio as well as FM and AM. We have a CD player, an auxiliary input and a USB input as well. So there's plenty of ways of listening to music on this car. Working our way down, we've got the CD player just there, and then we've got the climate control. So fan speed is adjustable over this side, temperature on this side, and then hit AC to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto and it will maintain the temperature that you've asked the car for in that box there. Now the climate control is part of the chili pack, as was the cruise control and stereo buttons on the steering wheel. Beneath that, we can turn off the traction control. We can turn off the car's stop and start. So the car's designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. You can turn that off should you wish to. We've got deadlocks that lock the car doors from the outside. Sport mode, excuse me, will make the steering firmer and the accelerator pedal react slightly faster to what you do. And then you've got front and rear fog lights as well. A 12-volt charging socket at the bottom there. 6-speed manual gearbox. The controls that I showed you a moment ago for the media pack. And then beneath that, just here, we've got USB and auxiliary input as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, feel free to give any of our MJA sites a call. We look forward to hearing from you soon.